Welcome, my lovely Aries. Let's get some proper scope there. This is your card in tarot. It is the Emperor card. It is the urge for action. It is structure and stability. It is creating order and stability. It is the card of I am at the center of the reading. Just a quick bit of news before I get going. I am now offering personal readings as a service. Please email me at qclovers1111@gmail.com for more information. And of course, you can see the box below as well for that. Definitely check it out. I know it's hard to get personal readings. It is definitely my strength. Tapping into collective energy. It's actually something I have been working on. All right, so let's get back to the cards. This is your weekly energy and card reading for the week of August 19th through 25th, 2019. This is a general reading for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and House positions, but still will not apply to all. However, do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Aries messages that might pop up. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. All right, we had that Aquarius full moon, August 15th, 2019. It is a turbulent course correction. It is represented by the Seven of Swords, which is the card of deception in tarot, and it is something that must be done under the cover of darkness. Meditating on that energy, rising to the fore, all our haters and enemies have come to the light, and basically we're having to deal with that. Some of us have found ourselves to be those haters, which is really tough. But after that, we're leaving all this Leo, this fire in the sky. It's really just bringing us down to earth, and that's because we're moving completely into Virgo, earth and energy as well. Virgos bring the harvest about with mental and physical energy. Their card in the tarot, Virgo card in the tarot, is the Hermit card. To see the glow of your own light, go into the dark, says the Hermit. This is all about this Virgo energy. This earthen energy comes with Venus in Virgo on 8/21. That's discriminating and devoted. That's love taking a sensible earthen turn. Virgos in love are critical with high standards, matter-of-fact attitude, and practical. We have the Sun moving into Virgo on August 23rd. This is protection and flawlessness. Discrimination, practicality, service, and analysis. Ooh, my Virgos love to be perfect. I am a Virgo moon, so I know about that need to be perfect. All right, and this is all about taking that Mercury retrograde and eclipse energy and all that fire in the sky and getting in closer to God with the Lionsgate portal and the divine. So it's all coming to a fore in terms of now you got to put it into the physical world. You have to take all of those manifestations and apply them to the natural laws of the 3D. And that is quite a course correction. It's going to be tough. So I'm going to do basically a traditional spread. I'm going to do your energy coming into the reading, my Aries, the energy that's going to hit you during this time, and then the results of what may result of that action. I'm going to do a couple lines of cartomancy for some qualifications and clarification. The cartomancy lines kind of put all this card of past, present, future, of the energy that's going to hit you and the future energy. It's going to line it all up into one like storyline, one sentence. It always does that for me. It's such clarity. I love it. All right, Aries, what kind of energy are we bringing into this reading? Because I'm an Aries too, and I've just been... That Aquarius full moon hit me really hard. Cool breeze, man. Cool breeze. Aquas are the weirdos of the zodiac, lovingly called, but they are they're asking us to not go into the traditional paths. It's to go into the paths that are right for us. Also, very Hierophant energy. Ooh, the Hermit. We're feeling that Virgo energy. I definitely am. It's really the Emperor is also a rebel, so emperors have risen above the social mores and requirements of life, and this Hermit card is the same. It is following your own spirit. That white smoke there is your own spirit, and it's following your own light and not succumbing to the requirements of the our social requirements. It just does not affect us. All right. King of Swords in the reverse. This can be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra in your energy. With the Hermit card, you're probably in separation from this person, or you're having trouble saying something. Page of Wands would be our energy, Aries. But this is not moving forward. Pages typically come to action, a call to action. They desire action. But when this reverse, it tells me that maybe you're being a little bratty, maybe you're definitely that rebellious action feeling. But we also have the Queen of Wands here, which means sitting in your kingdom, very nurturing, very active, knowing the solutions that you need. The Queen of Wands is a solution person. And again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this is balancing your pentacles with the Two of Pentacles here. It is getting finances in order. It is a good sign that things are going to pick up financially. You're at least going to get things balanced, get things paid, and get money coming in. This Hermit card might actually just apply to the King of Swords. Let's see what kind of energy is going to knock us out this week, Aries. The Judgment card. The Judgment card is all about crawling out of the dark night of the soul, leaving death, leaving the devil energy, and rising up to the surface. It's about time to make a decision, and the decision is actually what I talked about. It's about taking all those lessons of the journey and going back to the orthodox world with those lessons, that bounty. And we do have a chance to go native, but I don't think when you go native, it can get really wild. And going native is like becoming a card reader after going through a spiritual venture. All right, and then I have your Page of Cups in the upright. This is a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wants to approach you, wants to offer you love. But remember, the Cups is somebody who just has nice words without much behind them, as most pages do. But this is more about but they got all the right words and all the sweet things to say, but they don't necessarily have the ability to do what they say. This kind of energy makes you, this is like a lover. This is that future lying, it's like saying a lot of pretty things and not getting what you want. And you want something that's a little more fruitful. You're kind of tired of waiting for, you kind of close your heart because you're tired of just the nice words. You're just, you're closing your heart to this. It's just talk. It's just talk, and that's how you feel. And apparently the Seven of Swords, again, that's that full moon energy, something that needs to be done in the cover of darkness. It is a deception card. It is a sneaky card. It's somebody taking away from you. And with the World in reverse, yes, you're probably going to find an enemy and going to have to hopefully be able to hold them at the gate. The Wheel of Fortune is just the world happening to us, the unprecedented, unplanned things that just pop into our lives that, like a flat tire when your bank account's already empty. It's just those things that, and they put us in directions that will probably make us realize who the fuck is our enemy and who is not. This is going to be a rough week for my Aries because I feel like it's an acknowledgement of things that aren't going well and working through that energy as opposed to moving forward with, as opposed to just driving forward with new things. It's going to be a bit of a slower week. It's no surprise with the earth energy coming in. But I just feel like Aries, you just got a lot of, this is that precarious position, precariously perched with the Eight of Swords, but it's not really. It's a prison of our own making, just like the nightmares in the Nine of Swords. But the Nine of Swords in reverse tells me that you have finally turned those swords away from yourself, and you're going to start fighting your way out of this precarious perch. That's why the swords are pointed this way. And so you should be sleeping better, Aries, at least after this week comes, because of all this. It's an information week. It feels like you're going to come into knowing and come into movement. You don't like this, so you're going to end it. You're going to make that decision to end it and move forward into the world with something else. It's not happiness, and you're done living without. Same thing here. I believe these are two different storylines, that you're going to find two different areas where you're going to remove energies Nine of Swords is definitely removing energies from your life, but it's energies that bind you. It's energies that, it's like realizing who holds you back and then removing them from your lives. Oh, wow. This is a little bit somber, but it's kind of has that feeling of, it's more of a, it's just recognition. You will not be newly hurt this week, but the Empress in reverse. Okay, everybody got the Empress this week. No surprise there. This Nine of Wands is, it's an individualist card. It's about being ready for battle. It's going into the next battle with a victory expected, but you are the wounded warrior. This is you not moving forward with something that you need to move forward with. This is you holding back from the fight, putting it off. You need to get into it because it really just gives you your left out in the cold. The solution is very close when you have the Five of Pence. When you have the Five of Pence, the solution is just through this window. You're walking by a church, but you don't see it. And if you see it, because you just have your hands in your face crying it out. In some of the cards, there are wounds on this person that they can't stop staring at. And it's time to get out of that energy and move into something a little more bright. Now, this is because this Empress energy is hitting everyone. This Empress energy has come into every reading. This is about all that spiritual work. Like I said, this is earthing it, grounding it. This is the person who is very motherly, very mother naturely, because nature is hitting us hard with the earth signs, with the earth energy hitting us from Virgo, but it's also hitting us from, hey, everybody the fuck goes back to school right now this time of year. Everybody settles in, the traffic changes, the weather changes. We're all heading towards a more earthier, more traditional time. This is when cultures come together for holidays and what have you. The summer fun is kind of like going away and that wandering around under the sun. And this is you trying to figure out your place in society, and it may not work out. As we talked about before, the Emperor, it has risen above society. You are not seeking a place in the Orthodox world. You are not seeking a place. You're not seeking a place of social normalcy. And when you're not seeking a place of social normalcy, you can expect a little bit of loneliness. And in your decision to not move out of this energy and to just leave the traditional world and move on and cut those ties from the traditional world, even though you've started with this to cut your ties from the traditional world and rebel and create great things with that rebel energy instead of getting into trouble, even though you're starting it, this is that notice from Spirit that your hesitation to move forward with this energy is holding you back in greater ways than you know. You cannot find your tribe. You cannot find you still need to find a place in the world because we're 3D creatures. Even if it is completely apart or it is apart amongst everyone, you still have to find your place in the 3D just because we're here. We take up space in the 3D, and this is that acknowledgement that we really have to earth down our energy just a little bit. All right, advice from Spirit. You're not going to be alone, is the advice from Spirit. This is a really great card. That is the wedding card, of course, something to celebrate, but it's to celebrate with others. So you will not be alone. I do have a fear of loneliness here, but I do feel like, Aries, you are just moving forward anyway. You're going to do it anyway. Temperance, flow, right moment, right time. Definitely, you're going to get your celebration. Your lack of loneliness is coming in, but we're just waiting for probably an energetic match. Divine timing is about energetic match so that you call to each other and come together. This Page of Coins in reverse, it looks like you're going to get a financial offer of some kind, but there is a catch in reverse. I think this is, I'm going to pull another card. Okay, you're having trouble deciding if you should walk away. These cups in the reverse, even though this is the walking away from card, away from love, even if it's just not right for you. And the cups, and even in reverse, it's just you staying too long. And it's probably staying too long in a job or a career. it's going to work every day to not be lonely. You're coming to a point where you're going to have to make a decision to follow your path, no matter who is in the cubby next to you. You're coming into that knowledge. You're coming into the understanding. The moon cards is very important in both of these cards, and it's because there's light to follow. There is this light comes down centerfold, and that's because you're coming into knowledge. With the moon card is about things you just don't know. And okay, the moon card is also a Pisces. Staying too long with a Pisces can be a message for somebody, but this is definitely staying too long in something, and the cups are overturned. They can't hold love even here. There's no love to be held there. So it feels like you're clinging to old systems anyway, even though you know you want to get out of them. You're working on it, but frankly, honey, it's the Lovers, followed by the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is not moving forward, but it will. It will. Okay. This is not moving forward because there is a lack of resources. There's a lack of space to collect, to build up anything, to go ahead and start this path. Yeah, you're going to have to make a change of some kind to basically bring love into your life, to bring, you're going to go on the Fool's journey, but it's not going to be a wish come true. It's going to be a work come true with this Queen of Coins. Financial security above all is the Queen of Coins, and absolutely, you're going to open up your heart to the Fool's journey, but like I said, you're going to take a leap of faith, but this is not going to be about love right now. This is going to be about money. You need to get your money in order. It says you need to it's like getting your money in order to make room for other things in your life. And we did come in the energy, you are working on balancing your pentacles and the energy you're coming in here. So it's not like news. It's not like something you didn't know. Oh, this reading is getting long. But those were really good cards. I mean, they a lot of messages from these cards. Love is coming in, but even now you can't focus on love. Look at that Knight of Wands in reverse. You can't approach in love. You know it's there, a love opportunity of some kind, probably a Jack of Air getting a message or an offering from a lover. From somebody, not necessarily a lover, but definitely from somebody. You're going to, okay, this card came out first, hold on. It's a 10 of Swords. You feel a little pain from the messages you're receiving right now, but you're in burdens, really. No, pain. 10 of Swords in the back. And then the 8 of Swords is actually mastering your public persona, mastering your energy. And the 9 of Diamonds is that self-made man or woman card. It is taking care of your finances. You really need to do this because whatever this is, I know it hurts, but you're going to move forward anyway. There's something about this that is really quite painful. You did have a lot of swords in your reading for like the kind of energy that you need to move forward with. Joker upright. The Scarab Beetles are all about forward movement. Jokers are all about, like the Fool card, it's leap of faith, but it's not necessarily a whole leap of faith on a journey, a whole new journey. It's a more gentle leap of faith coming from the Cartomancy. And that is the King of Hearts. This is like dad energy. It could be you did have Pisces energy, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming in with that King. I want to qualify on that King of Hearts because there's so much like not love now kind of feeling. Ooh, that King of Hearts is not staying. You're going to remove them from your energy, yeah. Which I did pick up in the earlier spread that you stay too long in a relationship with the King of Hearts. And you're probably, this is your energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, King of Fire, but this is definitely two kings in this mess. It did not work out, so you're going to cut them loose with the 9 of Swords, removing what no longer serves you. You're definitely balancing your public persona in a way to get this 9 of Pence. And I also feel like you're speaking out, using your pain. Jack of Air is speaking out. 10 of Swords, 10 of Air is also using your pain. Wearing your pain. But it's not in a bad way. It's wearing your pain in a way that makes you successful. It's like writing a memoir or what have you. 4 of Spades. You're going to get a chance to rest. You're going to get a chance to put down your swords. and you're going to have a new financial beginning. It's tough because you were probably left out in the cold. We did get that card. You at least were feeling it, and you were also feeling like, I can't do this. Maybe I have to do a little too much waiting. Maybe there's something I missed with this Leap of Faith card upside down, your Ace of Diamonds upside down. I feel like there's not enough of a plan, enough of an energy to move things forward. Of Hearts, again, this is not wanting to focus on love, or not able to even focus on love, because you have so much financial needs right now. Getting that fire under your ass with this Jack of Fire. A new beginning, a new inspiration. Your aces are both upside down here, and that's because you're just not sure. With this Leap of Faith cards here, both of them, it tells me that you are going on a fabulous adventure and that you have already set foot in that direction, or jumped off the cliff in that direction, and it's a lot more work than you planned on, maybe. But it's nothing that you're afraid of. It's just that you're a little tired, because I have 2 rest cards here that tell me you need to take a break from certain things. You need to step away from certain things to really get this fire under your ass and get your beginnings. Definitely rest. Aries, I've been watching a lot of tarot readings for years, for months and months and months, and I watch easily 10 to 15 readings a day sometimes in my studies. And I'm going to tell you right now, Aries always gets rest. Please rest, Aries. I know you need it. I know I need it. This reading is getting very long, but this is the Spirit telling you, you are not energetically prepared enough to take on. This removing this king is going to deplete your energy here, because it's a king versus king battle. You're not necessarily removing a small French fry page or something from your energy. So that is going to deplete you in a way that you're going to need to rest to be able to indulge in, this is a future of rest even, indulge in these new beginnings, but it's going to be a future of being able to rest a little more. All right, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, Aries. Definitely rest. That was like the big message. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, and donate if the Spirit moves you. Again, email me if you're interested in a personal reading. That's qclovers1111@gmail.com. And of course, have a very lovely week, my Aries. It's going to be a tough one.